Hey guys, it's me, Alan JD, live. What's going on? It's me, Alan JD, for life. Bringing another episode of Inside CAG NFL, episode number 8. I know I've done this show last week, but I've been extremely busy. Finally get time tonight. I know people are behind a little bit. My second game. Wish I could have recorded it, but I just got out of bed and actually played it. But let's get started with the teams. First, it's going to be my Florida State Seminoles. At wide receiver is Fred Biletnikoff, gold. Deion Sanders is my corner, gold. Walter Jones, tackle, gold. I had a little mix up, but I went with Corey Simon as my gold defensive tackle. My silver's Leroy Butler. My strong safety. My other corner is Terrell Buckley. He's my other corner. Work done. Silver running back. Silver quarterback is Brad Johnson. Excuse me. And my silver outside linebacker is Lawrence Tillman. Excuse me. And okay, my other silver wide receiver is Anquan Bolden. My bronze kicker is Sebastian Janikowski. My coppers are Derek Brooks, outside linebacker. Dexter Jackson, my free safety. Nick O'Leary, my tight end. Greg Jones, my backup running back, aka slash fullback. Peter Boldware is my defensive end. Clay Shiver is my I believe guard. Martin Mayhew is my wide receiver. Tackle Randy White. Gold corner is Josh Wilson. Gold wide receiver Stephon Diggs. Gold corner is Dominic Fosworth. His silvers running back is Lamont Jordan. Strong safety Lewis Sanders. Free safety Madu Williams. His quarterback's Neil O'Donnell. His other wide receiver is Torrey Smith. His bronze tight end is Vernon Davis. His copper defensive tackle, Larry Webster. A bronze outside linebacker, E.J. Henderson. His copper fullback, Tom Wilson. His other corner is Tom Brown. That's weird because actually our field in here in Made, North Carolina is actually called Thomas E. Brown Stadium. He's got a Tom Brown. That's odd. His guard is Kevin Glover. Copper defensive tackle Joe Campbell. His copper kicker is Steve Mike Mayer. His expectation, he did get it, but he was kicking so far that he was kicking it out of bounds. I actually had it at the 40. And I'm going to explain our game. Me and TJ had a very, very good game. I was up 3-0. I took the ball all my then all of a sudden, my offense came alive. Before the end of the half, it was 7-3. He kicked it out of bounds. Fred Biletnikoff caught the ball and was taken down at the 3-yard line. And Then I scored to make it 17-10. Then all of a sudden, I think I kicked my first ever successful onside kick. That ball was bouncing up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And I believe Kelvin Benjamin is the one that called it. I drove all the way to like the 11-yard line, 16 seconds. Caught the ball at the 2-yard line. It literally just bounced off his hands, and I was at the 2-yard line. The game ended 17-10. I believe I actually played very well. My defense was struggling at the first a little bit, but I finally started a little bit of, and the game was starting to not. His running game was starting to add a little bit on defense. I only made one interception this game compared to 2 pick sixes last week, and I feel like I played very well this week. And I was like, 2 goal defense attack, 2 corners, 2 goal corners. I'm running the ball. I ran the ball a little bit, started throwing in the middle because I knew his linebackers were pretty weak, and it actually was a good game plan. I actually should have drive. I could have probably took a 7-0 lead. But my running defense has gotten a little better this week. It was a matter of inches. And yes, if I would have got that game time touchdown, I would have went for 2. I mean, 0-1 playing in overtime. I would have had to deal with Jordan if I if I wouldn't have won the kickoff, and I would have probably just went for 2 and try to win 18-17 like I did last season. But TJ played a very good game. He had me in a hole, 14-3. Unfortunately, 5 yards was the difference in our game, and it was a very good game. I wish I could have taped that one. But let's go to the next roster is sitting here flossing. If Eddie's in the chat, here's your roster. And Eddie is actually down to an 0-2 start right now. His goal defensive end is Jerome McDougal. His goal defensive tackle, Warren Sapp. Copper defensive tackle, Jerome Brown. Silver defensive end, Kenyon Lane. Is silver outside linebacker is DJ Williams. Copper outside linebacker Jesse Armstead. Silver corners are Anton Roll and Philip Buchanan. Copper corner is Ryan McNeil. Gold free safety is Ed Reed. Copper strong safety is Sean Taylor. Bronze quarterback Vinny Testaverde, the biggest bust in Buccaneers history. Unless you're counting Bo Jackson. Copper tackle is Bryant McKinney. Copper guard is Dennis Hare. Copper tight end is Greg Olson. Gold wide receiver Andre Johnson. Gold tight end is Jeremy Shockey. Yeah, I know how bronze quarterbacks do. That's why I got rid of mine. Brad Johnson actually started playing a little more decently tonight, but like I said, 0-2 start. Hopefully, trying to avoid the toilet bowl, but it's not looking too good. I got a quick assassin. Hopefully, sometime this week, early next week. I beat him last year pretty handily. Hopefully, I can get a win against him and try to get in that daggum upper category. You might be playing me, daggum, back-to-back games. You know, you could be playing me in the back-to-back games. But to finish off his roster, he's got copper Michael Irvin, wide receiver. Adrian James is a silver running back. His copper kicker is Jeff Fiegels. A lot of NFL 2K5 guys. Let's look at the number one rated guy right now. If you want to pick early favorites, it's got to be a surprise this year. Florida Gators went out to beat Florida State 35-7 in a complete blowout. Then all of a sudden beat Dazo 007 in a very close game. And let's see how his team is built. He's got Cam Newton, which Cam Newton was not a problem with me. It actually was his running back. His silver quarterback's Cam Newton. Cam Newton actually started at University of Florida before transferring to Auburn. If y'all give me a second right quick, I'm going to get the tobacco into the cup. But anyways, Cam Newton actually started at University of Florida. I was actually surprised he actually went with Cam Newton. I thought he would actually go with Steve Spurrier or somebody like that. I mean, you could have went with like a bunch of quarterbacks at Florida. But he actually went with Cam Newton, which surprised me. All right. Let's get back to the rosters. Emmitt Smith is his gold halfback. John Williams, former Seattle Seahawks great, is his fullback. Percy Harvin is his silver wide receiver. Jabbar Gaffney, original Houston Texan, is his wide receiver. Rest in peace, but he went with Aaron Hernandez as his gold tight end. We all know about him. He blitzed the league pretty good. Unfortunately, he committed suicide. Jordan Reed is his gold tight end. His center is copper Marcus Pouncey. His kicker is Caleb Sturgis. His gold defensive end is Jack Youngblood. Copper defensive tackle, former Buccaneer Titan Kevin Kata. His other copper defensive tackle is Sharif Floyd. Silver defensive end, former Titan Javon Curse. His bronze linebacker is Wilbur Marshall. Copper linebacker is Mike Peterson. Gold cornerback is Lito Shepard. Silver corner is Joe Hayden. Jarius Jenkins is his copper corner. His silver free safety is Reggie Nelson. And his copper strong safety is former Buccaneer Major Wright. And let's look at Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. It is Dazo 47's team. His gold quarterback is Joe Montana. Gold corners are Dave Dewson and Bobby Taylor. His gold free safety is Harrison Smith. His gold strong safety, Dave Dutton. Silver inside linebacker is Nick Bonacotti. And I'm surprised he actually didn't build Jerome Bettis as a power back. He actually went with soft hands, breakaway burst, strength bonus. But he's got Jerome Bettis is... they ain't no cheating. Ain't no cheating. Jerome Bettis. You start a rivalry with Notre Dame and you're Miami. Ain't it like they had the Catholics versus convicts or something? Or was that USC? Something on ESPN, I forget. But his two silver wide receivers are Jack Snow and Tim Brown. Tom Cotta is his silver corner. And I definitely would not throw against this team. Not that much. His two tight ends is bronze Mark Bavaro and Dave Casper is his copper tight end. Dave Casper I would have put as a gold. Yeah, Catholics versus convicts. Yeah, I knew it. Rocky Boyman is his copper outside linebacker. Jeff Samanesia is his copper wide receiver. Tom Thayer is his copper center. Andy Hecht is his guard, copper. Defensive tackle, Chris Zork. His defensive end is Justin Tuck. Myron Pedios is his copper outside linebacker. Bob Thomas is his copper kicker. Who am I going to next? Okay, I'm going to have to upsize this. Okay. I am trying to read this right quick, so... trying to figure out. Somebody did a small team, and I'm trying to figure out who... But, I can barely read this on this one team. I'm going to try my best. Zach Thomas, gold inside linebacker. Ted Wells, gold corner. A gold defensive end. Dave Parks, gold wide receiver. Gold defense corner is Michael. Okay, is it? Oh, this is extra running sheet. So he should have made his roster a lot bigger. Dave Parker is his gold wide receiver. Gold corner is Marcus Coleman. Silver wide receiver is Michael Crabtree. Copper outside linebacker Mike Smith. Silver defensive tackle Colby Witchcock. Silver quarterback is Cliff Kingsbury. Silver free safety is Tom Randall. And I am not reading the rest of these. They are so freaking small. He's got a bronze defensive tackle, bronze running back Bam Morris. Strong safety bronze is LeVar Ball. Defensive end Brandon Sharp. Copper outside linebackers Brad Hastings. Copper wide receiver Wes Welker. Copper wide receiver, cannot read that. Silver tight end, whoever that is. And copper corner, and I have no clue what the other position is. That is a small roster. I could not read it, but running sheet's got his usual gold wide receiver as usual. He's going to cause trouble. a non-passing team, usually. All right, let's get to the Ohio State University. Yep. And this is a quick assassin. Gold corner, gold running back is Ezekiel Elliott. Gold quarterback is Cardell Jones. Gold wide receiver is Chris Carter, excuse me. His gold corners are Jack Tatum and Antoine Winfield. Silver wide receiver is Ted Ginn Jr. Silver wide receiver Brian Artline. Silver free safety is Mike Simaba. Silver strong safety is Tim Fox. Silver outside linebacker is Chris Spillman. Bronze wide receiver is Terry Glenn. Copper tackle is Orlando Pace. Copper guard is Jim Leckler. Copper center is Tom DeLong. Copper guard is Jim Parker. John Hicks is his copper tackle. And I noticed he's going kind of like the same team as Dazzo 47, except he's got one silver linebacker. He's running two linebackers and a bunch of linemen. That's very unusual here in CAG. You do not see usually four linemen. Most you see is usually two. One of the biggest busts in NFL history, Andy Katzmir, Patriots bust, is his inside linebacker. Bronze corner is Sean Springs. Copper defensive end Mike Burble. And copper defensive tackle Dan Big Daddy Bust Wilkerson. Yes, he was a bust. Solid role player, but definitely a bust. He was the number 1 overall pick. Did not live up to expectations. Next team is Dazzo 0007, probably second best team running right now. Put a good fight against heavy hitter in a very good game, but this is his kind of C roster. Or I could talk like these and say Peyton Manning. But anyways, this is his roster. His corner is Bobby Majors. Gold corner also is Dell Carter. Gold outside linebacker Leonard Little. Gold wide receiver Willie Galt. Gold quarterback is Peyton Manning. Silver strong safety is Eric Berry. Silver free safety is Deion Grant. Silver outside linebacker Anthony Spav. Silver tight end is Jason Witten. Silver running back is Travis Henry. Bronze corner is Terry McDaniel. Copper inside linebacker is Al Wilson. Copper defensive end is ashamedly Reggie White. He should have been a gold. Copper defense end is Doug Atkins. Fuad Ravaz is his kicker. Copper. Alvin Harper, Carl Pinkins is his other two wide receivers. He's just going with one gold wide receiver. And the other one's Coppers. His copper center is Bob Johnson. Copper guard is Antoine Davis. Copper guard is Cosby Coleman. That is 3. That is 3 linemen right there. And I believe I've read all the teams. Yes, I read all 8. All right. So that's your teams this year. Bowl projections will be brought out as soon as everyone plays at least 4 games. Right now we've had some major trouble. We're in week 3 right now, and some people have not yet played their games due to moves, technical difficulties and stuff. And it's before I get any further, I'm getting ready to introduce, well, welcome back NTQ03, Nick T. Quick. Last week I had a questionnaire with Nick, or NTQ03, and let's get to know a little more about him, what he's been up to, and does he know if he's a legend or not. We will get ready to see as I boost this questionnaire up on my Xbox. Yeah, you were good. Okay. Okay. First question I asked him, only football. Okay, I asked him if he's played any other games since 3 years ago. He said only football. Played was the first Madden on the iPhone about 3 years ago, and only for a month or so. So he's going in brand new. I asked him if he knew about the online about NFL 2K 1 and 2 coming back online, and okay, you can watch the replay. Take care later. Take care, Frost. I'm getting ready to wrap this up anyway after I get done with these questions. And I asked him about 2K1 and 2K2 being online, and this is what he said. I did not know 2K1 and 2 were coming back. I did not own a Dreamcast. NFL 2K5 is the best. I agree with that. Since you're from the Bay Area, I know you're a big Warriors fan. What do you think of the Warriors bandwagon that's gotten over the years? Remember, he left in 2015, and Golden State was just starting. They became a dynasty ever since he's came back. Bandwagoners will always be around. Doesn't bother me if they are new to the sport. And actually, he did not know he was a legend. His name was well known. And let's see. 5. And again, he did not know anything about him being working on. And I asked him, I was like, what you been up to the past 3 years? And he said, working a new career and playing in the NHL. Then I asked him, I was like, is it going to be my career in a new NHL 2K game? And he said, I wish. So he does wish NHL 2K would come back like me. But folks, this is going to be the preview show of Inside CAG NFL, episode number 8. I'll get some scores as we get some more games in, and I will catch you next time. Until then, this is Alan JD for life, signing off. Like and subscribe as always. Peace.